Hey guys, this is the Moose. I'm going to try to give you the quickest rundown ever of the Moosenomics-NFL spreadsheet. It's a lot like the golf one if you're familiar with that, but I'm not going to go through each of the columns. I'll just kind of scroll real quick so you can kind of see what kind of data that you have available to you right off the bat here. So lots of information at your fingertips right here. That's kind of the nice thing about the spreadsheet. Just tell you right off the bat, I'm not one who places like a ton of GPP lineups in NFL. I only do like one cash lineup typically, and I still use this, but the sheet is really, really nice if you're doing tons of lineups. But I also like it for just doing a single one. So that being said, what I like to do is you can see I've got some yes and GPP sort of things selected here. To select a player, you just kind of select on yes there. What I recommend is you go through player by player and you select the guys that you want to play each week, and it's as easy as just kind of switching through here, and it's got all the salaries that they've got, or the DraftKings salaries, what their forecasted DraftKings points will be, what their average DraftKings points, what they've done for the last 7 weeks, and like I said, I'm not going to go through all that. Show you a couple things here though. Is over here we do have the opponent's fantasy points against. So Kansas City has given up the most points to the wide receiver position in terms of DraftKings fantasy points, and I can kind of go down and look into that by double clicking on that one, and here we go, and it's going to take a second to upload, and there we go, and here we go. So we can see now week by week how Kansas City has done against wide receivers. So I'm not sure what that was. Anyways, really cool feature. You can kind of see that whether or not just one guy's normally tearing them up, or whether they're given, in this case, a couple weeks in a row, they're giving multiple, double-digit points to 2 or more guys, so you can possibly target the number 2 wide receiver or whatnot. Also, you can also tell if it's normally the number 2 receiver that's kind of getting it all there. Another great feature here, let's switch over to running backs, is especially with all the committees nowadays, it's tough to know like who's getting the majority of the snaps. Let's look at this week. Everybody's talking about Darren McFadden. So if I double click on Darren McFadden here, it's going to give me all of his latest news so I can see if he's hurt or what's going on. So Jerry Jones says Darren McFadden will start this week. And then down here, we'll see similar to the opponent fantasy points against thing, we got week by week. And it shows you it's highlighting Darren McFadden here, and then it's also showing who else got touches that week. So we can see that last week Darren McFadden got 29 rush attempts, Christine Michael had 5, and Joseph Randall had 2. I don't care. Sorry about that. So just a cool feature there. Obviously you can sort this however you like. If you want to filter on just awesome matchups here, we can select that. And just say we want people whose, the fantasy points against is going to be relatively small here. So now I've got that filter on here. We're looking at just running backs. I can filter this, or I can switch this over to tight ends. We're still looking at only those top matchups here. If I want to clear that out, I can do that normally by just sitting here and click select all, or I can also just click on this all button, and that should show me everybody again. I want to get back to the tight ends, just that simple. Then once I'm all done here, the objective of this is to populate your lineup manager, which I've already got, but I'm going to show you how that works. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click the update lineup manager, and it's going to take all my changes. It's going to get rid of all the guys I've got right here, and they're all going to come right back in. And from here I can start building my lineups, and building your lineup is as simple as just double clicking on a player. So Andy Dalton at 6,000 is extremely cheap. I'm going to take him right here. We're going to build one with Freeman. We're going to throw in Gurley, and we're going to throw in Lamar Miller. Notice how it dropped Lamar Miller down to the flex spot, because it sees that he's the only, there's no more wide receiver spots left here. I'm going to come down, grab an inexpensive defense for the time being, because I want to build some cap room. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to afford Gronk here unless I go with some kind of lower priced receivers, and I don't think I am. So I'm going to throw Ladarius Green in here, give me a little bit of cap room. Maybe throw in Randall Cobb at 7,000. And actually, I don't want Randall Cobb, so what I can do is I can come over here, double click him. He goes away. I'm going to throw in Stevie Johnson, which might be a stupid play. I don't know. Stupid thing there. And then 10,000. Oh, I got a ton of money left, so we're gonna throw Julio in, and that's how you build lineups. Once you're all done, you can come over here and build a CSV file for bulk upload. The Roto Grinders have a Chrome browser extension that allows you to import multiple lineups into DraftKings. It's really slick if you're building, 30, 40 lineups for, like a Millie Maker or something like that. That's just the basic quick rundown of Moosenomics-NFL. I hope you guys like it. Give me some feedback. Hit me up on Twitter at the Moosenomics. And thanks a lot. Good luck, guys.